In this video training, I'm going to show you how you can install PHP Scripts on a live server. Before we begin, you need to get access to your cPanel. This is my cPanel. Once you log into your cPanel, the very first thing we're going to do, or you have to do, is to create a database. So on top here, in this search box, we type DB and click on my SQL databases. You'll be brought to a page just like this. We are first of all going to create a new database. So enter your database name. This is the name of my database. Click on create database. Once the database is created, click here to go back. Scroll down. Let's create our user. You can't have a database without a user. So let's add a new user. Click inside this box and type your username. The name of my user is DB user. Create a password for your user. I'll use this password generator. Get a secured password. Copy the password somewhere. Copy and paste your password somewhere safe. I'll paste my password here. Click here to confirm that you have copied the password and click here to use your password. Now click on this button to create your user. Once the user is created, click here to go back. Alright, so we have created our user. We have also created our database. Next, let's connect our user to our database. So we'll scroll down to this part of the screen. Select your user. If you have only one user created, leave it as default. But if you have multiple users, pick your newly created user. After that, assign your database. Once that is done, just click on add. So I'll click on add. Good job. You've connected your database to your user. Next, we're going to assign privileges to our database and our users. So click here to assign all privileges. Scroll down and click on make changes. Good job. You've successfully assigned privileges to this user. So that's the very first step you need to do when installing a script, a PHP script on a live server. Now let's grab our details. That's our user name, our database username, our database name, and our password, because these details are very important during the installation process. So we need these details during the process, okay, along the way. So we'll open a new tab or a new text document. I'll take you to desktop. Open a new text document. And let's name it install. Open this document. And our document is opened. Let's go back to our cPanel. Scroll back to the top and copy your user name and your database. Just copy that. Go back to your document and paste those details here. Leave some space. Go back again. Remember that password I asked you to paste it somewhere safe. We need that password. Go and grab your password. Go back to your document and paste that here. In front, just put password like this. Let's save this document. Alright, so we are done with the first step of installing our PHP script. Next, let's download our script, and I hope you also have your script ready for installation. Before we begin, or before we continue, let's go back to cPanel. Click here on cPanel logo. You can also click on tools. If you don't want that, you can click inside this search box and type file manager. click on File Manager, and our File Manager is opened. Please go to wherever you want to install your script. In my case, I want to install it inside a folder called public_html. So let's open that folder. Now this folder is called public_html because anything you put inside this folder is publicly accessible. Let me prove that to you. So first, let's open our site in a new tab. This is my domain name. And right now, as you can see, this site is blank. There's nothing there. Let's create a folder inside that public_html. So I'll click on File. Let's enter a new file name. So I'll put something like solo.txt. Click on Create File. And our file is created. Go back to your domain name. Reload this page. Once the page is fully loaded, you can see your newly created file here. Let's put some text inside this file. So I'll click on it, click on Edit, edit again, and our file is opened. Let's put some text inside this file. Let's put welcome to my new website. After that, let's save this file. Go back to your domain name, open this file, and as you can see, we have welcome to my website here. This confirms that public_html is where we install our website files, or where we upload our website files. All right, so anything you put inside that directory called public_html will be accessible online. With that out of the way, let's now delete this file because it's no longer needed. Now that file is deleted. Let's grab our script. Now, these are the scripts I'm going to be installing in this video. We are first of all going to install this script. That's SMM crowd script. All right. I'll be using these two scripts to explain to you how you install different scripts. These scripts installation come in different forms. Okay. So I'll be using these two scripts to show you how it's done. First of all, we need to extract our script because these scripts are in zip format. So to extract your script, just right click on it, click on Extract Files. Please click on OK. And let's wait for our script to get extracted. We have successfully extracted our zipped file. Let's open it. Double click, and your script will come with a documentation folder. Please, we're going to use this documentation folder as a guide. If you are new to script installation, this will come in handy. Okay, and that's going to be your guide or your manual. Please double click on it and click on Index. It's going to open a new page just like this. This is a step-by-step instruction showing you how to install your script. Let's scroll down. And this part of the documentation page will show you your server requirement. Now, let's read this. The script is built on Laravel 10. So it requires to have all the prerequisites of Laravel 10. So now you must have PHP version 8.1 with all these extensions. All right. Scroll down to installation, and this will show you how you install your script. First, you must upload the file. So let's go back there and I'll show you. Go back. You see this? you must upload this. All right. Let me take you back here. All right. So this is the one you need to upload to your server. First, before you can upload a folder to your server, you need to have it in a zip format. So to have it in a zip format, you right click on it. After that, click on add to archive and click on zip. After that, click on OK. While we wait for this to complete, let's go to our documentation folder. Go to documentation. Now, after uploading it, you need to unzip it. All right. Let's skip this step for now. Create a fresh new database, and that's what we just did. You create a user, you import the database. Some scripts come with their own databases, okay? And this is no different. We're going to be importing a database to our newly created database, okay? And that file is in a form of SQL. Let me show you that file quickly. And we have a folder called database. This is the one we'll be uploading. Let's go back. And our file is here. This is our zipped file, the one we get zipped. Let's go to our server. Go to cPanel. Make sure you are inside public_HTML. Click on upload. Go to your scripts folder and let's drag our zipped file. So I'll drag it to this interface and upload it here. So let's drag it and drop it here. And this file will be uploaded to our server. So let's wait for the process to complete. We are done with the upload process. Let's wait for this blue bar to turn green. And here we go. Click on this link to go back. So the next step is to extract it after the upload. So right click, but make sure you click on settings and make sure show hidden files is enabled and save changes. After that, you extract it. Right click, click on extract, and then click on extract files. Good job. Close this. Let's open this file. Let's copy all the files and folders inside that folder. So we'll click on select all and click on move. Let's remove this and then click on move files. What we are doing here is we are moving everything from inside this folder to our public directory. Click here to go up one level and you have them here. You can now delete this zip because it's no longer necessary. So let's delete that. And then you can also delete these files. Delete. Good job. Next, let's go to our documentation folder, our documentation page. And then next thing they're asking us is a database, and we have already created that. Okay. User. We are done with all these things. Let's now go and import the database to our database file to our database. To do that, go back to cPanel and here type PHP my admin. Let's type PHP and click on PHP my admin. To your left hand side, you see your database. Just click on that. Okay, just click on that database, and right now your database is empty. Click on import. Once the page is fully loaded, just like we have it here, click on choose file and click on show all files, or navigate to wherever you have your script downloaded. In my case, I have it inside desktop. When you get to desktop, I have scripts, and then open this and go to database. Click on this once, that's your SQL file, and click on open. Scroll down and click on import. Right now, our database is being imported. So let's wait for the process to complete. After successfully importing your database, you should see a success message just like this. Next, let's open our site and see our work progress. So type your domain name and hit enter. Now, if you see an error like this, fatal error, Composer requires PHP 8.1, that means you have not met your server requirement. So we have to go back to cPanel and type PHP. Click here, select PHP version, and we're going to upgrade our PHP version to 8.1. Our current PHP version is 7.0. So let's click here, scroll down and go to 8.1. Scroll back to the top and click on what? Apply. Now go back to your domain, reload, and here's another error. But right now, it's not displaying any message telling us where the error is from. So to troubleshoot this, just go back to your file manager, okay? And inside that file manager, go to public_HTML and open your script, all right? Your files, open application, and we're going to locate a file called .env, that's environment. Let's edit this file. After that, click on edit. Please, app debugging, make sure you change it to true, all right? So true. After that, click on what? Save. Click here, sorry, that's your domain, reload, and now we have this error message. So right now I can see there's connection error in my SQL. This means you have not connected your database yet. So this is the time for us to connect our database to our script. How do we do that? Already we have our database details inside a txt file, that's a document, a text editor file. Okay, so let's go and grab those details. Remember, I asked you to paste them here. These are our details. We're going to paste these details inside our environment file. First, let's copy our database name. So I'll just copy from here to here. Copy, go back, and we're going to that environment file. And we have these variables here. Let's paste our database name here. Go back and copy your user. Copy that. Go to your environment setup and paste your username here. Remember the password I asked you to also paste. This is the time we need that password. So copy that password, go back, and we paste it here. And finally, we have our DB host. Just remove this IP and put local host. Just put local host. After that, click on what? Save. Now let's go back to our error page, reload our site. And now our website is live. Congrats. And thus, if your script doesn't come with an installer, and this script didn't come with an installer, that's why we pass through this method. Some scripts come with their own installers. So let's see how that also works. We're going to delete this script and then reinstall a script with an installer. So let's see how that process also looks like. I'll go back and delete my database. So to delete your database, just go to your cPanel and go to search and type DB. Click on, let's check our site, and you see it's live, right? Click on my SQL databases, and we can delete our databases here and our user. But because I don't want this video to be super long, I'll maintain my database, because after deleting this database, I'll pass through the same process to create a new database. So it will not make sense if we delete our database. So I hope the idea is simple. You simply create a database, paste your database details somewhere in a text editor or a text document, and then during the installation process, you need those details to install your script. The only thing I'll be doing now is I want to delete my imported data, which is inside here, because your database must be empty. So to delete your data, this is a new thing you are learning altogether. So let's clear our data. So I'll click here to select all my tables, and then let's click here to drop your table. Click on drop. After that, click on yes to delete your data. So now we don't have data in that database. This like a new database we just created. Okay, I hope it's clear. If you're not clear, please leave your comments in the description. So in the comments area. That's if you're not clear. You can also rewatch this video to get better understanding. So now we have a blank database without tables, without content. Let's go back and then also delete our files inside that public_HTML. So we delete everything here. Delete. Delete. Good job. Now let's open our site and everything should be brand new. See? So we're starting from afresh. Let's install our second script so that you see how that process also looks like. I assume you've just created a new or a fresh database and you've connected to your database and your user. You've allowed all privileges. Now we're going to install a separate script in a different format, and this script comes with an installer. So let's begin. Once you have your database created and your details ready, we're going to grab our script. So go ahead and also grab your script. In my case, I have it here. I'll delete my first script, right? And this is the one I'm going to be installing in this part of the video. So I'll right click on it, click on extract files, and click on OK. So this process will extract our script for us. Let's wait for the process to complete before we continue the video training. Guys, our script is fully extracted. So now let's view our files. Open again, and we have two files. One is documentation, one is files. Open files, and inside that script, okay, we have install, and this is our installer. This is the one we'll be using to install our script. Our first script didn't come with an installer, but this one has its own installer. So let's go back, and we have documentation. Double click on that, and this is a step-by-step guide showing you how to install that script. Let's open it. You can see this what guide server requirement. You need PHP version 8.1, frequently asked questions, how to go by installing the script, all right, and how to access the admin area, how to install. So you type your website name /install. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do these things, but I'm only showing you where to get a helpful resource, and that's the documentation folder. All right, every script comes with its own documentation, so always follow that. In my videos, I show you how to fish for yourself, so when I'm not around, you can fish. Okay, you can catch fish for yourself. So that's how it is. You go to the documentation folder, get your own guides, and you follow that step by step, and then it will show you how to install your scripts. All right, so let's go through the process of installing this second script, and that's through an installer. Once our script is extracted, let me take you back there. Once our script is fully extracted, locate your core files. In my case, we have a folder called files, and this contains our core. Just right click on it. We're going to zip it. You can upload a folder to cPanel without having it in a zipped format. So just click on OK, and let's wait for the process to complete. This is going to take like 30 seconds to complete, so let's just wait for it. Whilst we wait, let's go and prepare our cPanel. I'll take you to cPanel. Go to File Manager, and this is where we'll be installing it inside public_HTML. Please click on Upload. This is the interface we'll be using to upload our script. So go back and then drag your zip file, and we're going to drop it here. Let's wait for this file to get uploaded before we continue the training. We have successfully uploaded our script, our core files. Once you see this green bar, it means you are good to go. Just click on this link. Make sure you go to settings and enable show hidden files, and click on save. After that, let's extract. You right click and click on extract, click on OK. Close and open your folder. Select all. We're going to move these files inside public_HTML. Right now, these files reside inside a folder called files. So we want to move them inside our public directory. That's public_HTML. So just click on move and remove this folder name and click on move. Good job. So next, let's now open our site. Just refresh, and you should see something like this. Please add /install. Just add /install, because we're going to use an installer, and hit enter. You'll be taken to a page just like this. All right, this is an installer. Agree or accept to their terms, and with the help of your installer, you'll be able to see some permissions. Okay, make sure you allow those privileges. Now, your script requires 0775 permission to function, and right now your current permission is 0755. So let's change these files permissions. That's cache, storage, app, framework, and logs. We're going to change their permissions to 0775. How do you do that? Go back to your file manager. Please, let's delete this file. That's our zipped, because it's eating our server space, and we'll also delete files. Let's delete it. Good job. So the first permission we'll be allowing is you go to core, bootstrap, and cache. We go to core, which is here, so double click on that to open. Bootstrap, double click, and cache. To your right, you see your permissions. Just click on these figures, and we have 755. Change that to 775 and click on what? Save. Next, we have core and storage. Go back. Let's step up one level, and we have core and we have storage. So check, you see storage. Here is it, storage. Change the permission from 755 to 775 and save changes. Go to your installer and you see core storage app. So we'll open that folder called storage, and inside that folder we have another folder called app. So go back, open the storage, you have another folder called app. Change the permission to what? 775. Click on save. We have core storage framework. Go to your file manager and we have framework. Change that to what? 775. And this is the exact process you follow when installing other scripts. All right, so this is like a generic video training. We have core storage logs. Change that to what? 775. So log, we have what? 775. 775. And you click on save. After that, after allowing all those permissions, just click on recheck and you should see green score. Congrats, requirements met. Now click on next step. All right, now once you land on this page, this is where they'll be asking for your database details. Make sure you enter your database name, database username, database host, database password. Remember, these are the details we pasted here. All right, so get your database name. Let's copy our password first. So copy our password, come here, paste our password here, copy our database name, copy our database name, paste it here, database username, copy that, copy our database username, and then we paste that here. Host, just type localhost, and your admin credentials. Now these are the details you need to access your website, because you'll be typing your website name /admin. These are the details you need to access your admin's area. Make sure you enter details that you can remember. If not, after installing your script, you find it difficult accessing your admin's area. So enter your username. I'll put admin, and my passwords, I'll just put pass, like this. Don't do this. If you do this, or if you do, they will hack your site. So don't do that. Enter something strong. Your email. After that, all you need to do is to click on what? Install. And your site will be installed successfully. Okay, so let's click on what? Install, and wait. Good, your site is installed. So click here to activate your site. Just click on this link, and your site is up and running. Please enter your username and your password. Remember, I put admin as my username and pass as my what? Use my password. Scroll down and click on login, and you should be able to log into your site. And that's it, guys. That's how you install scripts using different methods, different scripts with different way of installation. So I hope you've learned some valuable lessons out of this video. If you need my services, my link is in the description of this video. Contact me and we'll talk about business. Thank you very much for watching this video training. Hoping to see you in my next episode. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.